Testing, testing. Okay, today is Thursday, August 25, somehow. I don't know where the week went. And YouTube is down, or I'm unable to connect to the streaming server. And rather than delay my 15 minutes because of this technical problem, I'm just going to record this video and upload it later, which means this will be non-interactive. I've never tried this before, so it should be, at least it's new and different. Yesterday was a lost day of productivity. The only thing I got done that was even remotely useful was this 15-minute project that I did. I was working a little bit on something. So that was kind of a salvage for the day. I think what happened yesterday was because I was up until like 3 a.m. the night before, and I woke up at 6:30, so I had to give the cat his insulin shot. And I tried to stay up, but I was just so out of it all day that I got maybe an hour of work done trying to do some code, but I couldn't hold everything together in my head. So I took a nap, and I woke up, and then I ate something, and then I watched some TV, and then I ate something, and it was just kind of this blur of unable to really mindfully direct my actions. I was awake just enough to, I guess, just move around, but my brain was not in any rested state to apply any executive decision making. My executive function was completely shot, let's say. So I ate probably way too much food because I wasn't thinking about it. I was craving food, so I ate it without thinking about it. Every time I tried to do work, I couldn't hold the train of thought from one to one. I'm still kind of tired today, even though I did go to sleep. But because I'd been eating all day yesterday, my stomach was still full too, so I had to sleep on the futon behind me, which is like I can lie on my side and not get acid reflux and feel sick and stuff. Not the most comfortable couch, but the alternative was just waking up constantly. So that was interesting. So not getting enough sleep or not getting a regular sleep schedule is bad for my diet and for my productivity, which is something I had not quite put together as a causal relationship. So anyway, it's too bad I can't do this live. Although I'm thinking that maybe what I can do is have more than one session. Maybe when I start my code work, I'll do that. I need to do some updates on my Patreon website anyway, and get the co-working stuff going again. So anyway, 15 minutes set. Let's get this show on the road. I do want something to drink though, but I can wait 15 minutes for that. Alrighty. Alright. I'm already blanking. So when I'm blanking, I guess I should pull up my Quiver app. Let me share my desktop. What is a way I can do a split screen of this? Let me try something. So I am switching to an alternative layout here. And I think this will squish me. Right now I am... I should share this. Share this also, but right now I'm just I'm modifying the properties here live. And since no one's watching this, I guess I can get away with it. Scale to inner bounds. Scale to outer bounds. Oh, that works. I wish it was a crop too. Scale to outer bounds, positional, center. Oh, that's not what I want. Top left. That's not what I'm looking for. Scale to inner bounds. Nope. I think that's maybe as close as it's going to get. Although it's not displaying correctly. Oh wait, it's not even scaling. I guess I want to crop this instead. I need to do that as a transform. I thought there was a crop in here for some reason. Oh, there's a crop. Let's really want to make this crop an aspect. So let's try 500. Tabbing is in the wrong order too. Nice job, guys. Scale inner bounds. There we go. So we got this. And then can I make a copy of the desktop? Desktop, 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 desktop. Where the hell is the desktop display capture? Add the existing. Alright. That's a terrible interface. It makes me so angry. So I remember it's the left half. The reason I'm trying this is that my friend Katie suggested that I do this just so people could see what I was doing a little more easily, or my face at the same time. I think that was the idea. Okay, so now this is, and I guess technically I could scale this up too. Alright, let's try that. Okay, so I am looking at my nerd continuity log, which is here. Actually, it's good work. And what did I do yesterday? Yesterday, Aug 25, I put all my pizza pictures in the Lightroom collection pizza project. Fix truncated HTML on the dummy article dummy. So today I am going to look at the photo. I'm going to look at the text. I'm going to review the text. I spent 3 minutes. I figured I was on the clock. I spent all this time like which way am I pointing at? Doing that instead of working. But actually, I think that was worth doing. So and look at the text. And how do I look at the text again? Here's my working context. Should move this to the bottom. I had to open up MAMP, which is this, and I need to go to Nerd Local on a browser. Start this. And this should be on its own screen on the left. And then MAMP, and I need to open up a browser window. And now this is where it gets. I now had to like pay attention to what is on the screen each time. That's not going to work. NH local. That's that. I guess if there's a way that maybe I can. It's too bad that this UI is so finicky. Because what would be nice. This is even clicking on. What would be nice is it's not working. God, this interface is terrible. This makes me so angry. That's not what I wanted to happen. I guess I'll have to just look at this. So here I'm looking at this monitor. I was looking at this quiver here, starting to look at the right pages, Nerd Local. Now the pizza article. The pizza article is here. This I want to rewrite. So, all right. No, I just had to read this thing. So I was looking at the food at the local supermarket, and noticed there was a pre-made pizza section. Noticed the pre-made pizza dough ingredient section. Actually, we'll call this the make your own pizza section. There are pre-made balls of pizza dough available for about $2 for a good sized chunk. So I figured I'd throw a ball of it in the oven just to see what would happen. And so I have a picture for that. I'll put some numbers in here. Pizza 01 ball. How good this was. And since I happen to have a pizza stone already, or let me see, since my sister had given me a pizza stone several Christmas for Christmas, I wondered if I could make a decent pizza from fresh dough at home. From just supermarket ingredients at home. The problem, the desire, most pizza I get around here is too thick. I can find here in New England. Let's see, I'll say the average pizza I can get in New England, in the southern. This is Nerd Magazine, NH, New Hampshire Nerds, in southern New Hampshire, is of the regional, is too thick and saucy for my liking, with a more heavily seasoned crust, dense crust that I don't like. I prefer a much thinner pie, what might be called a New York slice. Though not having grown in many such, I'm not sure. This is what I like, what it's called, because I didn't grow up there. Still, this gave me secondly, a lot of the pizza places here seem to use those conveyor belt ovens which I don't think get to the high temperatures that impart a good spring in the crust. And they certainly don't have the fragrant that comes from a real wood-fired pizza. Not only this, because there are so many ingredients on the pie, or many toppings, thick pie, there the lack of available heat from even a commercial pizza oven means that baking times are longer, and balancing cooking times is more difficult, and the result is a heavy, soggy pie. There are exceptions in some of the better pizza chains. Portland pie comes to mind, but still, I'm looking for a cheap to make, great tasting, thin crusted, thin and airy crusted pie with just a little bit of sauce and simple toppings. Let's get more specific. Breaking down the problem. Has the following qualities. I like a thin, chewy crust with a good elasticity. Like a puffy, fragrant crust with cornicone. Crust edge. Maybe just realize this doesn't make sense. The crust overall should be thin, chewy, a bit elastic, very minimally seasoned, salt, just a bit of salt. Actually, maybe even no salt. Thin, elastic, with chew. Should be thin, with an elastic chew. And big air holes in the crust, the edge. It should also have a good char, good char spotting on the crisp bottom, browned bottom. Okay, I know I'm a bit over 15 minutes now, but I kind of want to finish this section. Or actually, let me not do that. What I'm going to do is mark marked edit here on Thursday. That's where I left off. Left it here on Thursday. Alright. So a little bit of time got taken up by just screwing around with the OBS setup, but I think that was alright, and I have a new setup that I can try out now. Although it's, again, this UI is like making me angry. I think that's it for now. I'm going to sign out and start converting this and see if I can upload this to YouTube. Not sure why it's not connecting today. It could just be bad luck. Hope that this video even uploads. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully it's 7 a.m. on Friday.